What is funky? It depends if it's a smell or if it's a dance. The tunnel is doomed. The tunnel is gone. The tunnel is history. DART decided they were going to put a light rail system down the middle of Good Latimer Street, and although it could handle heavy freight trains, there was no way it could possibly handle a light rail system. Kind of sounds familiar, kind of sounds like Dallas now, doesn't it? Who wants an old tunnel that's really strong and sturdy when we've got a brand new light rail system to put on top of it? That wouldn't look good, now would it? They decided it would be a good idea to get rid of it.
Like if you say the name Frank Campagna, no one knows who the crap you're talking about. People just are like, who the hell is that guy? And then as soon as you say like side of the Gypsy Tea Room, lots of murals around Deep Ellum, they're like, oh yeah, I know that guy. Everybody knows his work, they just don't know the dude. And if they got to know the guy, they'd be a lot more impressed than they would be with his art, which is impressive, but he is much more impressive as a person. The artists that he shows are all sort of like up-and-comers. We don't know shit about shit, and he doesn't care. He will do everything that he can to promote us. So we all love him, and I don't really know where it's gonna lead, but I figure if the opportunity's there, you better learn while it's there.
Artists and cities should always take great pride in where they are from and who they are. Taking care of our homegrown talent. There's people all over this damn world that aren't from Dallas, Texas, but you know what? I am. Deep Ellum does not have that high gloss sheen or edge about it, like Dallas would like it to have. Deep Ellum has what Dallas is, not what Dallas wants to be.
I can remember like visiting Dallas when I was interviewing to go to medical illustration school and standing by the Gypsy Tea Room because I had remembered in my mind like, oh, this place was like legendary, and standing by his paintings and being like, yeah, taking pictures. I had no idea that, you know, like a year later I would meet the guy and show in his gallery and like be his friend.
People get assaulted all the time with advertising. You talk to the kids that do graffiti and tagging and stuff like that. The graffiti movement of the late 80s, early 90s or whatever was basically a reaction to advertising. Just because you have a bank or you have a product and you can afford advertising doesn't mean we have to look at your damn advertising all the time. It's kind of a hippie thing, you know? I mean, people need to take care of each other. When Deep Ellum began, Deep Ellum took care of itself. Everybody took care of each other. Everybody knew each other up and down the street. All the people that went down there all knew each other. All the business owners knew each other. All of a sudden, when they started getting money involved, next thing you know, everybody's looking out for their own stash in their own backyard and getting greedy and being wary and freaking out. And next thing you know, it's like, I don't know, it's wrong. What made this neighborhood happen? Art and music. Now, all the artists and all the musicians have basically been chased out of this neighborhood because so many people got greedy. The arts are being diminished in your schools. The team mentality is being encouraged and the individualism is being neglected and negated intentionally. So everybody fits into the system. You know, if a kid has ADD, there was no such thing when I was a kid as ADD. You know, if you're a wild kid or whatever, you figured out how to deal with it and make it work for you in life. Nowadays, it's, you know, hey, this kid's wild, let's put him on pills. Let's mellow him out so he fits into the system so we can create another clone that can go on and march off to some godforsaken war or office building or whatever the hell they end up doing in life. But as far as being an individual is concerned, that is not at all encouraged and, you know, like it was, or respected for that matter, as it was when I was a child. You know, I do what I do. It's good to do what I do. I like to, you know, have my art seen.
Didn't there used to be a tunnel right here with murals in it? What happened?
There was a huge tunnel here with murals on it. It was at least a quarter mile long. As you can see, we have a train system now. Mass transit, that's really excellent. I'm thrilled with the results. I think it's beautiful. I'm very happy with DART's final commission to replace the tunnel. The Gateway project is beautiful. The Traveling Man series. Myself and several other artists in the neighborhood got together and decided to knock out some new murals as well, so feel pretty good about everything. You know, the tunnel was the ultimate gateway, something we just kind of made up out of nothing, but, you know, it was already here. There's nothing that can replace that, but it's very important that people do realize that they're entering a different area of Dallas, something that is linked to the past and basically the soul of Dallas. It's cool because both music and art are creative outlets, and it's very rare that creative outlets have a place where they can actually congregate and all explode at the same time. That happened once here by accident in Deep Ellum. Let's do it right this time. And so Deep Ellum's getting a second chance, which is a very rare opportunity. There's an awful lot of really good, clean, fine, honest people out there that are doing their very best to create and become who they have a dream of becoming, and the only way for them to realize this is with your love and support. That's about all I can say about it, you know. I'm not fooling around and they're not fooling around. We're all just doing the best we can to get through this thing called life. Such is life. Enjoy it, right?